guys, got another new video here for you. This is Tuned In Sports, back with another video. This is the final video for week 3. Gracefully, this week is over, and we're going to be hopping into the Monday Night Football action, if you want to call it that. The Eagles just finished their game against the Dallas Cowboys. 41-21, I believe, was the final score, unless some bullcrap happened at the end, which, you know, pretty much bullcrap was happening the whole way through, so nothing would surprise me. But, yeah, so 41-21, final scores. You know, I got a few things to say about this, but, you know, I'm going to go ahead and let them go first so I can kind of crystallize my thoughts and figure out the right way to scream them. So, anyway.
Yeah, I got somewhere to be, so I'm going to go ahead and... No, actually, I'm repping the Red Wings tonight. That's how good my season's going for the Lions. So we already moved on to hockey season.
Yeah.
So where we can be miserable in that regard as well.
Yeah, I should have worn my Bruins stuff.
Oh, you're about ready to start wearing the Pistons too, you know?
Oh yeah, Pistons, baby. We go in a lot of places, just not to the championship.
That's what the schedule says. They're going places.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Wow. So let's dive into this Eagles game tonight. From what I could see, Eagles were a little, I don't know, a little off tonight, I guess you could call it. Didn't seem like much was going their way, and it's easily one of those things where once stuff starts going the wrong way, it kind of just steamrolls from there, and looked like that was kind of what was going on tonight. Been there, done that many a time watching the Lions. So, kind of shocking. I thought they would probably, put a little better game together than they ended up putting on tonight. But it's just one of those things, and I think Dallas is better than maybe people were thinking they are. And I think they're going to be in the running towards the end of the season, I think. For the Eagles, though, I think it's just one of these games where get this one behind you as quickly as possible and try to, get prepared for next week. I still think I still think the Eagles are going to be all right. I think they got enough talent there to be able to win some games. But tonight was not a very good showing for sure. Didn't help that it was on the road, but probably better to take the loss there like that than to have taken it at Philadelphia. So, we'll see what happens the rest of the season, but just a lot of work to be done, I think, yet. And they're still working through the kinks. So hopefully they can get it figured out.
Yeah.
And watch out for the Cowboys because they're not bad.
Yeah, tough loss for the Eagles. Sorry, I had to bring it back because I haven't said that all year pretty much. So,
Well, I'm honored that my team was the one to bring that out of retirement. It's nice to hear it associated with my squad again.
But anyways, as far as
not associated with mine.
As far as my opinion on this game, I had picked the Eagles to win, and let's just say I was pretty far off because they got completely smoked. So, not a very good showing for the Eagles. Cowboys look damn good tonight. And, I think I'm in the same boat as Dad when he says that the Cowboys are going to be... I mean, to me, at this point, I have them winning the division. I don't think that Washington has looked good. The Giants are bad. And the Eagles just put on a terrible performance tonight. So, I'm in probably full agreement there. But, as far as the Eagles go, just anything else that would have been said, Dad kind of already summed it up, where they just got to work on some things and get some more systems in place, So.
Yeah, that's
the Cowboys were who we thought they were. Crown them. No. No, it was a weird game tonight. Started off weird. They scored a touchdown, and then the Cowboys got an interception, and then they turned it over in the end zone, and the Eagles scored a touchdown. And it was just a weird start of the game.
Yeah.
So the flow into it was a little rough, but eventually the teams caught their footing, and it was starting out with like 7-8 yard runs wasn't good for the Eagles. Again, you're putting them in the 2nd and 2s and 3rd and 1s, and that's not good because they can just pick whoever they want, with that talent pool that they have, and pretty much pick up first downs with there. So, and then by the time the third quarter hit, it was pretty much 27-7. The Eagles are pretty much in the hole at that point. Pretty much makes them almost one-dimensional, so there is no chance of running game, even whatever semblance they wanted to have.
Right.
I didn't see too much running for them, so that made them pretty much lopsided, and then of course that's going to just bring out more of the Jalen Smiths and the Micah Parsons, and everybody else could just pin their ears back and do whatever they wanted to do. So yeah, it ended up to be 20-point win for the Cowboys, and this isn't going to shut up everybody, and all the darlings will love the Cowboys right now because they seem to be on the right track for success. But it's only week 3, long time to go, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, I mean it definitely is too early in the season to really figure out what everybody's going to look like by the end, but just so far, I think they had a statistic where the Cowboys have like a 64% win percentage to win the division already. I think the Giants are at 2%. Washington was at like 12, and we're at like 20, 26 or something like that. But so it looks like Dallas has got some things figured out. And for all the things they've got figured out, is probably just scratching the surface of the things that we seem to be completely clueless on. And it just, part of it is the opponent coming in here to Dallas, and can't stand the team. Can't stand having to listen to the same old garbage since the 90s when they won, and just all that stuff that comes with facing them twice a year. We got our coach parading around in these beat Dallas shirts and all this other bull crap, and then they come out and they just fall flat on their face. I mean, the truth of the matter is that, in my opinion, a good portion of what I saw with the Eagles tonight was them just not looking like they were prepared at all. I mean, the offense was putrid all night long. The defense, literally, the Cowboys walked down the field the first time. It was like, oh, okay, this guy's open. Oh, this guy's open. Me and you could have been out there completing those passes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Dak didn't have a good game, but I'm just saying, there was a good portion of throws tonight that were just like wide open for him. And especially on that first drive, it's like, man, I could have led the team for 7. And when we weren't allowing receptions and stuff, we were walking them down the field. 13 penalties again tonight. We had no joke. We had more penalties than rushing attempts. We had 12 rushing attempts and 13 penalties. Now, don't get me wrong. Like Don said, by the time that this game was out of hand before it even started. So I'm not gonna sit here and say, why didn't we run the ball more? Well, we were down by so much, you can't. So I'm not gonna sit here and get up in arms about that because we couldn't afford to run the ball if we wanted to have a chance at coming back. But what I am going to get upset about is the fact that yet again we were not prepared for this game at all. We came out looking horrible. Well, okay, don't get me, actually, aside the defense looked horrible on the first drive. The first drive for the Eagles, we actually looked good. Went down the field, nice pass to start for like 40-something yards. I was like, boy, this is going to be nice here. What a way to respond. Then we go down there, Jalen throws an interception, and then, like Don said, the defense got that interception in the red zone, so whoopee-doo, we got 7 points, and for about an hour, that was the only amount of points that we saw for this team. That was it. That's 7 points, and then on top of that, for the good portion of the first half, the game was only in question because of that. They called back that touchdown on Dallas's end, which, in my opinion, I don't know if it was or wasn't a touchdown. I don't think that it was really clear one way or another, and so as a result of that, I would lean more towards it was a touchdown, but because it was called not a touchdown on the field, I'm in agreement. I didn't see enough there to overturn that to be a touchdown. But if you just asked me, was it a touchdown? I'd say it was. I think it probably was, but I don't think there was enough there to overturn it. But all I'm saying is, some people might say that should have been a touchdown. So if that was a touchdown, we're looking at 28-7 before we even got the ball for the third time. We were down by 21 points if that would have happened. So, like I said, my main complaint with this game is just we didn't look ready. We talk about all the time on this channel, are you watching tape and all this other stuff? I didn't see anything. We were looking like the same team from last week. We didn't do anything offensively. We scored 21 points, yeah, but 14 of those were when the game was way over. I mean, we were down by 28, however many points, 35, however the hell many, I don't even care. We were down by so much that any of the points that we scored at the end there, that was garbage time. I mean, 7 points, we got that touchdown at the end, whoopee-doo. I would have rather we not, because honestly, as far as I'm concerned, we scored 14 points this game. Because 14 is all we could score when the game was still in question. I mean, and even in that, you could say, well, was it really in question? Because it really wasn't. But as far as was there still a slight hope that maybe we could have done something, then I'm going to say we scored 14 points. That last touchdown at the end, whoopee-doo. Dallas could have given a hoot less. They were just out there trying not to get hurt at that point. So, really, we scored 14 points. So 2 weeks in a row now, we scored 14 and we scored 11. Is this ringing a bell? Did we see this last year? Yes, we did. There was just no... I mean, like I said, the preparedness of this team was not there at all tonight. They came out and just one thing led to another. Didn't look like the offense had any idea. Jalen Hurts, I don't understand. I mean, I understand in some respects that he's just trying to make things happen, but I mean, I don't know. It just... The throwing was not there tonight, and anytime there that there was throwing opportunities tonight, he ran it anyway. So it's like I almost think, I think honestly that opening interception maybe rattled him a little bit. Maybe it had him hesitant to throw it, and I don't know. I mean, it just was really, really bad. And like I said, I saw nothing different from last week. We looked at the same stuff. I mean, we couldn't do anything correct. The defense was out there way too long. We lost the time of possession. Even with all the bullcrap trash play at the end, we still lost time of possession by 13 minutes or something. Okay. Well, it was only, 10 minutes. We lost it by 10 minutes. And that was with the Cowboys in prevent defense. We lost time of possession by 10 minutes. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. There's no excuse for the way that we played tonight. Nick Sirianni's walking around with these, we're going to beat Dallas shirts on. And then to have the team show up and play like this, he looks like a clown. An absolute clown. I mean, the team was not ready in any form or fashion for this game. As soon as that opening interception, they just completely threw in the towel. That's what I saw. They just, whatever. Didn't look like they cared from that point. Offense was anemic, and just horrible play. And like I said, this guy's walking around with a Beat Dallas shirt on. I mean, how about you watch the tape? How about you not worry about ancient rivalries and who looks cool in the press, and actually get the team prepared, because there's no excuse. I don't care if the Cowboys are headed in the right direction. We are not 20 points worse than the Cowboys. And we're not 30 points worse than the Cowboys, which is what the score should have been, because like I said, we scored a bunch of points in garbage time when it didn't matter. But I don't care how many points we scored in garbage time, we're not that much worse than the Cowboys. But we sure played like it tonight. And even at halftime, couldn't do anything. And then the other thing is, this defensive coordinator, Gannon, his main thing is, we don't mind giving up little 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yard things here as long as we don't give up the big plays. Well, guess what? We gave up the big plays and we gave up the 8-yard gains. So at the end of the day, we're doing both. So your idea of not giving up big plays didn't work, and you were giving up the short stuff. So in all we did was give up yards all night long. And to sit here and say, I'm fine with giving up 6, 7 yards. Well, guess what? If they get it in one play or they get it in 5 plays, if they're getting it, we're still on the field. So who cares? As far as I'm concerned, if you're going to take that mentality, then we're going to watch this game every week, where our offense can't keep up and the defense gets smoked. We're going to watch this game every single week, because if you're fine with giving up 5 yards on first down and another little quick pass here on second and just getting a first down every 3 plays, you know what our offense is capable of, which is nothing. We can't score more than 14 points again this year. So we're going to get smoked. And if you're fine with that, and you're going to embrace that as your system, then, I don't have much to cheer for this year. That's about all there is to say. I mean, there's not going to be anything to cheer for this year, because this guy knows that our offense sucks and is fine with giving up yards. I mean, half the time, these guys are 8 yards down the field as they're getting tackled. First down run, we'll just go through here. I mean, shoot. Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard, these guys are looking like just absolute, monsters out there. And bouncing off people, doing this, doing that. And even when they're not doing that, doesn't matter. 13 penalties. Every time we had a chance, we were interfering with passes and stuff. But then, on the flip side of that, you look at the exact same things happening on the other side, and they just, whatever. So there's some home cooking going on as well. But I'm not going to sit here and get upset about refereeing or anything, because at no point were we even in this game enough to even have a leg to stand on with the refereeing. Whatever. I don't really care about that. The truth of the matter is that I lay this at the foot of Sirianni and the coaching staff. Don't get me wrong, the players need to do their jobs and play the game better, but at the end of the day, these guys did not look prepared. It's almost a laughing joke that we sit here and we talk about watching the tape, but how many things did they do wrong this week that we talked about last week? All of them. The only thing that looked good today was the punter. Again. I mean, the defensive line did their best, and especially the offensive line, not having Jordan Mailata out there definitely hurt. So, it is what it is, but I feel like the offensive line didn't do a horrible job either, even though Jalen was scrambling around as if he had no time all night long. So it's kind of hard to tell whether the offensive line did their job, because he runs anyways, so I don't know. But honestly, it just like I said, I mean, we sit here and we laugh about it and we're like, oh, did you watch the tape? And it's a nice joke and stuff, but I'm seriously wondering, are they watching it? Because if they are, why are we having the same problems? Last week, the offense was anemic and horrible because they were running the same stuff that they were tonight. Passes behind the line of scrimmage. Let's do quick little outs with screens going on and stuff like that. Didn't work last week. This week it didn't work. So what did they try instead? Well, nothing. They just kept doing it the whole night long. Even when it was in garbage time, they were still doing the same thing. It's like, hey guys, this is not working. So how about you try something else since the game doesn't matter? I mean, I don't know. It just, like I said, I mean, it blows my mind that we can be sitting here talking about this. We talked about a lot of it last year too, and we can be talking about the same things week to week, but it seems like we're the only ones that have any interest in seeing a change. Are they just okay with scoring 11 points a week? Is that what we're just going to be? We're fine with just sucking and losing because we can't put points up? Or do we actually want to do something to change that? And from what I can tell, it doesn't look like they want to change it. And I'm not convinced that it's because we don't have people that can make plays. Otherwise, I'd have a different stance. If I thought that we didn't have enough talent on this team to put up points, then I would not be sitting here complaining. I mean, not to call out the Lions, but if we had some of the weapons on the Lions, then I could understand it. I mean, I think Hawkinson's a good player, and you got some players here and there, but for the most part, I think we have a much more talented receiving core, including tight ends, on this team than a lot of teams in this league, and we still can't score points. So, what is that? What is the reason for that? I mean, really, what is the reason for that? And really, I think the reason is because they're trying a system that's just not working. This behind the line of scrimmage, setting a screen, so that people can run out and stuff like that, it's just not doing anything. This Oregon style of coaching, of playmaking and, quick passes and stuff like that, it's not getting us anywhere. And when we're not able to throw the deep ball very well, like Jalen Hurts tonight, and just Jalen Hurts in general, struggling to throw the deep ball, they just sit there and wait for us because all of our passes are at the line of scrimmage. And, I mean, there was plays tonight where the guys literally didn't even backpedal on defense. They didn't even have to. They just stood there and waited for him to throw it and then ran at him. How are we going to do anything with that? And not only that, but even if we do get a successful play, it's because somebody's too far down the field or a hold, and then it gets called back. And then, well, they know that we're not going to actually try to advance it down the field for the next time, so they're just going to guard at the line, and then we're not going to convert. So, yeah. I mean, the only thing that we improved on from last week is, we still went for it a bunch of times on fourth down, but this time it was because we had no choice. So, but our fourth down conversion was absolutely putrid. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if we converted a third down tonight. I think maybe 2. By halftime, we had not converted 1 third down conversion tonight. And that's mostly because most of them were 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 14. So, just very, very frustrating. And the truth of the matter is it's only going to get worse. Next week we play the Chiefs. We have 2 undefeated teams in our next 4 games. And you know who else we have to play? The Bucs. So we're going to get creamed, probably, by these teams. Well, I mean, let's look at it honestly. We can't put up more than 14 points against Cowboys. What are we going to do when the Bucs come into town? You think 14 points is going to be enough to beat that team? No way in hell. And we can't consistently put up 14. We only scored 21 because the game didn't matter. So, what's the rest of the season look like? We're just going to be hoping and praying for when the Giants roll into town is what it looks like. That's about all we have to look forward to.
Dilly dilly.
Yeah. I mean,
Nice.
And I don't even know if you really.
the only thing we can pray
them
on.
to come to
We lose, we booze, baby.
The only thing we can pray for is they're a bigger disaster than we are.
Yeah.
And I'm not sold on that. So I mean, I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's so frustrating, and like I said, it's compounded by the fact that this is a division opponent, and here we are talking crap all week long. And then to come out and not even be competitive the whole time, and to sit here during the game and listen to, oh, Sirianni's big thing is, we're going to do this and we're going to do that and we're going to play competitive and we're going to, even in our losses, we're going to be competitive. We're going to have good discipline and all this stuff. Yeah, third week in a row with double digits in penalties, and we got smoked again this week. So. Yeah, it's nice to talk about it. It's great that he's saying that to the announce team, but can we see it on the field, please? Please? So, yeah, I mean, enough is enough. I'll probably wake up in the morning and feel like crap, but eventually I'll get over this and be less frustrated and, probably calm down a little bit. But as it sits right now, I'm just pissed off because I'm sick of losing to the Cowboys, who are not that much better than us, and just getting creamed. I mean, we got creamed by them last year, and it was the same story, except for last year we had a chance to go to the playoffs and we got creamed. So this year, I guess we don't have to worry about that at least. But I mean, I'm just saying, it's like this Cowboys team who struggled last year and who may be better this year, but I'm not sold that they're legitimate contenders. And they're just wiping the mat with us. And there's no excuse for it. You're going to talk all this crap and then come out here and get blown out? What's wrong? I mean, back it up or shut up. That's how I feel about it. Show up, at least put forth a competitive effort, or shut up. If you're just going to come out here and get your ass handed to you within the first 15 minutes of the game, then I don't want to see you wearing any stupid t-shirts. I don't want to see you posting memes on Instagram or saying all these weird things in the press conference or whatever the hell. I don't want to see that stuff. I want to see competitiveness on the field. I don't care how you look and how your one-upsmanship is off the field with your t-shirts and your look at that witty response he had for that one. I don't care about that stuff if we're losing by 20 points. Because like I said, at the end of the day, it just makes you look like a clown. It really does. You're out here talking all this mess and stuff, and then you show up and get hammered. So, until we actually start competing and putting up more than 14 points, then I don't want to hear that stuff. I don't want to see him wearing, beat Giants and, down with the Redskins or, screw the football teams or whatever the hell. I don't want to see that stuff. I'm serious. I don't want to see it. I don't care what kind of stuff he's got. What kind of stuff he's got going on in his wardrobe. I want to see a competitive football product on the field, and I want to see improvement, and I'm not seeing it. Outside of that first week when we played an abysmal Falcons team, we got 2 weeks in a row of just the same stuff from last year, and we got to play the Chiefs, the Bucks, and 2 undefeated teams. Okay, well, it was nice. It was the hopes and dreams were nice while they lasted, but we could easily be 1-6 by the end of this stretch. So,
welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, the only positive is that I heard that the way that things are going right now, we're pretty much lined up to get two picks. Over the offseason they traded those things, and then there was like the
compensatory.
Yeah, the compensatory thing where if this happened the right way or this team finished below this record or above this record, then we'll get an additional pick. Well, those are coming to fruition. Right now, we're scheduled to have 2 additional picks that we wouldn't otherwise get.
Yeah, as long as Wentz stays on the field.
Yeah.
I think you're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the problem. He keeps twisting both his ankles.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, the way it's set up right now, I'm happy with that. And Lord knows, we're going to need it, because right now the off season is about all I have to look forward to. So yeah. Anyway, that's enough about this garbage. Make sure that you guys, go back and check out our Week 3 review for the other teams, where there's much more positivity and excitement to talk about, with the exception of one game. And, definitely good stuff over there. But as far as this video goes, well, hopefully you guys are either drunk, high, or if you're not and you're an Eagles fan,
you're still listening.
Make plans to.
Yeah, if you're still listening, God help you.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. If you like what you see, subscribe, drop a comment. What are your thoughts? Are you as upset about this loss as I am, or just another one? And what do you guys think this means for the rest of the season? And let us know. So, with that being said, guys, Bryson,
Bennett,
Steve.
and I'm done. See you guys in the next video.